Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, loud and clear.
Oh, that's fine. All right, thank you. So, we want to quickly look at web system in branding. Like I said earlier, a particular training video will be on your portal, on your WorkPro portal today. Of course, for you to be able to understand personal branding, and there are some assignments you need to do. But this particular class is very important for us to drive the importance of creating web system in your brand. Now, I want you to please be attentive. If you are doing some other things at this time, you will not be helping yourself, because one of the things that we want to ensure is that as you'll be leaving the four walls of the university for this undergraduate stage, you should be able to set up a brand for yourself or for any organization. And of course, you should be able to fit into any job roles as far as your training in WorkPro is concerned. So, for this stage, we are going to be looking at this CMS generally, but we are going to focus on WordPress. And of course, we want to see how do you start and a brand in um, in news system, in news technology, a brand in blog system, a brand in magazine system. Now, all of these I have cleverly used for you to prepare your mind for what you want to do. But of course, you cannot do it without using technology. And the technology you want to use is the web system. Okay? So I'm going to quickly go straight to what you will need to focus on. Now, for all of you running this training, you are going to have your own brand. And that brand starts from having your own domain name. Now, in that video, I said you are going to be having on your portal, the instructor or the facilitator has explained all of these there. What is domain name? What is subdomain? And all of those. You will get the details of this in that. But to help where we are now, a domain name helps you to locate your content on the website. For example, now, when we have something like calebuniversity.edu.ng, that is a domain name. And of course, by the time you type that on your web browser, it will take you straight to the content that have been saved on a hosting account or on a server, through which you can have access to all of those content. So if I go to my browser now and I type www.calebuniversity.edu.ng, it takes me to the web server where our content as a university is residing. And from there, I can see different pages of things that our website talks about. So the same way, every content that you see on the internet today is residing on a server, is residing in a server. And of course, you cannot locate those contents when you don't have a domain name through which you will link to those contents. And of course, I don't want to take you through the intricacies of those technology, because that's not the plan for this training. But I just need to start from there, that you need a domain name through which you can link to your content stored somewhere. And so for this course, you are going to have your domain name. Like I said, there is a video that you are going to be getting that will be talking about how to get it. But my assignment now is that, number one, getting yourself acquainted with what to do in order for you to have your own brand when it comes to web system. Okay, so having your domain name is very important. Now, for those who may not, for any reason, have their own customized domain name, of course, because what we want to do is that we want to have your brand name, whatsoever name you want to give, that are correct, that are logical, that are lawful, that will give you that uniqueness of brand, is what we are talking about. But for those who will not be able to, we have also given an opportunity for you to have a subdomain. Now, by the way, the domain name will require that you subscribe for it, either yearly or biennial or whatsoever. So, if you cannot pay for your domain name, and of course, we have different TLD, top level domains, and we have SSTLDs, the one that are for Nigeria. Okay, we have some that are .com.ng, we have .ng, we have .edu.ng that is meant for education. This training is not meant for that. I don't want to dabble into that. It's not meant for those discussions. But I just need to mention that the cheapest of them for now is .com.ng, which goes for around 3,900, 4,000 naira or thereabouts. So, and that is for a year, annually. So you pay for that annually. So we want to encourage, of course, that video will explain more to you. We want to encourage that you have that domain name for your brand, which is a chicken change you will get. I mean, you can spend in cafeteria. Okay, but for any reason, if you will not be able to get that domain name, you will need to get your subdomain name. Now, that subdomain name will go without any cost, but it goes with hosting. Okay, now, like I said the other time, every content you see on the internet is stored on a server. All right, is stored on a particular server through which, from which people can now have access and then see whatsoever thing have been stored there. So for you to have your brand, okay, you must have a server or a website through which people can now see what you are doing. Okay, so now for you to do this, of course, there are so many free services online. But for you to have a brand, when you say brand, you are branding it. You are customizing it for yourself. Of course, I know some of you will have an understanding of some free blog systems like the Blogger, the Google site that we introduced you to the last time, even the WordPress.org and so on. These are free to use, but they have several limitations. You cannot brand your business with it. So, and if you get an opportunity in a company or you want to build a brand for yourself, you can't use those to create a correct brand for yourself. So this particular stage is training you on how you can brand yourself. And that's the reason why we want you to subscribe to an hosting system that costs not more than 2,000 naira for your brand. So I'm going to start from what you will do, how to get there. Okay, so I'll be going straight now by open my browser. Then I will, I think I need to share my screen with you. I have not been sharing, so I need to share my screen. So please let me quickly share so that everybody will be seeing what I am doing. I'm sure you are seeing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you. So I will be going on a site now, which is for Shiloh Media. So shilohmedia.com.ng. All right. Now this is shilohmedia.com.ng. Now here you will be able to source for your domain name. All right. So if you go to search your domain name here, if you want to actually get your personalized domain name, like I said, don't worry. There is a particular video that will talk about all of this. I only want to chip in some things. That is why I'm digressing here. So if, for example, from that training you'll be going to your partner branding, by the time you get your domain name, let's say I want to call it Zioness. Let's say Zioness.com.ng. I will need to check, of course, if it's available. And then after checking, then I will need, okay, like now it's 3,900. I will need to buy. Now, there are some other sites we are going to also distribute you people to. All right, there are some other businesses that we are going to distribute you to, where you will get this opportunity. We have I've forgotten, but don't worry. By the time you get those videos, you will see those sites. Then you will need to subscribe to this grow plan. By the time you click, you will pay a token of 2,000 naira for you to get your hosting accounts. All right, you will need to click to get your hosting account. It's just 2,000 naira, okay, for your brand. Now, by the time you do the payment, then you will get your branded WordPress sites like this. Example dot Shiloh media.com.ng. You will get these sites. This site, it will look like this. This is what you will get. Now, so I'm going to be using this as a case study. Now, let me say it again so that you will get it. We want you to create a brand for yourself. And that brand means that where you are going to showcase your work, a blog site, if you want to hear, if that is what will be more clearer to you, where news can be posted, businesses can be advertised there. As you can see there, you will see advertisements, positions there, so you can advertise people's businesses and so on and so forth. So some of these things will be what I will be taking you through. Now look at this. Now you can put a banner here for business, and then so many things like that. So by the time you pay, don't forget where I started from. Let me come back and give you a better understanding. For those of you who will want to have your personal domain name, like zioness.com.ng, you will start by searching the name and then pay for it. Then when you pay for it, you will also need to select this grow plan. Though you can select any other plan if you have the amount, but at least the 2,000 naira plan for your unlimited content hosting. Okay? When you pay for this, then you will get your websites. You will get your content website like this, where that you will now need to customize for yourself. Okay? And I will be showing you how to customize it. Actually, that is my plan for today. That is the plan for this class. I'll be showing you how you'll be customizing this. So let me say again, it is not only on this site you'll be doing that, we'll be distributing you to where you will get it. So it means that the maximum amount you need to spend is just 2,000 naira. But for those who we want to, which we recommend, for those who we want to, for any reason, or no, for good reason, have their own personalized domain name, you will need to search for your domain name that will be used instead of subdomain. But for those who will not have a little money of 3,900 or 4,000 naira or thereabout to spend, you can just pay for your grow plan, and a subdomain will be created for your business. If your business is Zioness, then it will now be zioness.shilohmedia.com.ng. You get that? If your business brand name is Zioness, for example, or whatsoever name, or Calebness, it will now be calebness.shilohmedia.com.ng, which means that you will be sharing the part of the name with the company you are paying with. That's it. Okay, like I said earlier, a training on this will be done for you to get more understanding. But as far as this project and this work is concerned now, we want it to be very flexible for you. My own assignment now is, how do I now create my own branded web, okay, using the results that I will be getting after I've paid. So the maximum you are going to pay, may be likely 2,000 naira plus those who want to pay for domain name. But if you are not paying for domain name, you just pay 2,000 naira by clicking get now. Now it will take you to where you will add it to carts. So you add to carts, you add it to carts. Then when you add to cart, you view the carts. Okay, when you view the carts, then you can click proceed to checkout. You click on proceed to checkout. Then when you do that, you will be able to fill in the form and do necessary payments. You proceed to checkout, then do all necessary, fill all the necessary thing, then click place order. Then you use your card to pay. If you cannot pay directly, you can always connect with Ms. Deborah, one of your facilitator here, who can assist you in order to pay offline. All right. So when you do that, you will be able to get your content hosting sites that looks like this. You will get your content hosting site that look like this, where you can blog. And we want to, between now and the end of the month, we want to see the best blogger among you using these sites, where you are going to post several news, especially news around the campus, news of Caleb University, news in sport. We want to see the best. Of course, this will also be part of what we are going to use to grade you. So we are going to grade you with it. You are going to get your grading, for this course here. All right. So you are going to be graded. Don't forget, this is part of your. This is part of what we are going to grade you on. Your exam will just be a little mark. Your major, mark will be from all that you've been doing since the beginning of this semester till this point. But this one will carry a lot of mark, so you have to be serious with it. Like I've said, the only thing you need to pay for is just your hosting. It's your own. So nobody is collecting money from you for anything. It is for yourself. And after this course, you will still continue to use it. You can make a lot of money through it. We are going to create another video on how do I make money through my content sites, okay, where you can place advertisement of people either on politics, business, what have you. Then how do I do all of this? But this particular class now, I'm assuming that you have collected your content sites after you have made the payment. Now let me repeat again. If you pay for your domain name, instead of having shilomedia.com.ng or any of the company that we are going to introduce you to, you are going to have your own personalized domain name. So I'm going to encourage you, if you can pay for your own domain name, is the best. If, for example, your name is, let me see some of you here now. If, for example, your name is, okay, your name is Adenike Adepoju. Adenike Adepoju is online. Adenike Ayomide is online. And Akin Kole also is online. Now let me say your name is Adenike Adepoju, and you want your brand to be Nix News or Nix Blog or Nix whatsoever, or whatsoever name you want to create your brand. Like I said, a video will be on your portal where you are going to watch how these things are done. So I want to create nixblog.com.ng. Wow, beautiful. That's a brand already. You have already branded it. So that's what people will be using to access your blog. All right? Or, well, let me say it in another way. That's what people will be using to access your content sites. Okay? Because you'll be able to use this for several things, including radio system we are going to be talking about later, the TV system we are going to be talking about later. I don't know if you are getting it now. So it's the best. But if you don't have that 3,000 or 4,000 to spare for your brand, The other brand you can use, we have shilomedia.com.ng or any of those other domain name we are going to introduce you to. So it will only be like, if it is Nick's blog now, it will be www.nicksblog.shilomedia.com.ng. If that is okay by you, fine, no problem. So now, after you have collected this, you will collect the login detail. So I want to log in now to this, my own brand, for this example site we want to use. So you will get the back end login, and of course you are going to log in. I want to log in now. Okay, so I have the login here. I will not tell you the login, so that you, but when you have your own, you'll be able to log in. So you are going to log in. Please follow me. This is very, very important. So when you log in and you will see the back end like this. At the back end, of course, you have your post, the media, the pages, the comment, appearance, plugin. Now, like I said earlier, another video will be done where you will see how to use all of this. Your facilitator will be showing you how do I do my posting, how do I upload media, how do I work with the pages. Don't worry, Miss Deborah will be making a video that will be on your portal over the weekend on this. But as far as what I'm doing now is concerned, what do I do when I get my panel, when I get my WordPress system, when I get my content brand system? What I need to do is that when you log in like this, you go to your home page. You can visit the page again. Come here, visit the page. Okay? When you visit the page, the home page, like I'm having it here now, you will see customize. You will see customize on top. Let me also say that the best way of managing this your content site is using a system. If you want to enjoy this, you must use a system. So you will click on customize. You click on customize. Okay? Of course, if you can also do this from the back end. If I go to appearance, you will also see customize. If you click it will take you to the same page. Now, you will see this customize page opening where you want to customize everything. Like I said earlier, Ms. Deborah, one of your facilitators, will be showing you so many things, like especially how do I get my branded logo, how do I get my branded description of my business, and all of those things will be done. So when you click customize, you'll be seeing all of these buttons there. Look at these editing buttons will be there. So you just be clicking them one by one to edit. So let's start. Now you will see on top there is a news flash on top. Of course, your news will be scrolling on top, and then you will be able to make news to be scrolling as you have been uploading your content. It's so very beautiful. It's very, very good for you. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to start from the themes option. The themes option talks about now look at it. We have different post categories. Of course, you can create more categories. We'll show you how to do this later. Of course, you have the flash news, like the one you are seeing here, and the category you want the news to come from. Of course, like I said, we are going to be talking about categories later. Then you have the main banner. Of course, what the main banner you want to use. You can also set all of these. So just begin to explore all of these things. You'll be able to see how they function. So for example now, this logo, I want to change it. How do I change this logo? To change this logo, what I will do is that you will just need to click this editing button. When you click it, you will see remove change. So I want to change now. Just click change logo. Then it will take me to the back end. Then you must have your logo on your system. You click upload files. You click select files. Don't worry, this video will be available. I'm recording it and I'm going to make it available for everyone after this training, so that you can listen again, you can watch again. So I'm looking for a logo to use. Let me use Caleb University logo. So I use this one. Okay, then I click on select. Then I click skip cropping. Then it will change the logo to the one I have uploaded now. You can see I've changed the logo to the one that I I have uploaded. So you can see now. So this is where you change your own logo. Okay. Then here I want to change this advertisement. Okay. So I want to change it. If, for example, I've gotten a sponsor or somebody that have paid me in order for a particular product to be advertised or whatever, now I will just go and make this 768 by 90. There are some softwares that you can use to create good designs for yourself, for brands and the likes. Like I said earlier, Ms. Deborah will be teaching us on all of those. I will just create that a particular banner and I will upload it here. Okay, let me just upload one. Though I don't have 768 banner, but let me say I want to change it to this one. So you see now it will change. You can see it has changed, but I don't want it. I don't want this one. I don't want it. So let me change it back. So you can always change in accordance to the dimension, so that it will not disrupt whatsoever setting that you have there. So now, if I want to change this one too, I will just click here, and I would have gotten what I want to change to. So when I click here now, it will help me to change the banner. Then you can change the link. If, for example, let's say Caleb University is paying me to put their adverts. Oh, let me quickly say something here. Oh, I just remember something. Hope you know that every Caleb student has opportunity to sell admission form. Wow, I now remember. This will be one of the greatest opportunity for you to sell admission form this year. Okay, what you just need to do is that you will just put advertisements of the of Caleb admission this year on your site. You can create some banners of. Okay, we'll even help you. I can help you create some small banners that I'm going to share, and when people click it, it goes straight to where they will be applying, for admission. And I'm going to be sharing with you how that will work for you later. It might not be in this video, but for example, now we have our admission portal to be admission.calebuniversity.edu.ng. So I'll just change the link to where I want people to be directed to when they click that banner. Okay, so I'll just change it. So when I click publish, just to test, maybe I should just change this banner. Let me see if I can get. Let me replace this banner. Let me see if I can get one Caleb banner to use. Okay. Let me check and see if I can get a banner to use here. Okay, let me use this one of the last convocation picture. So I change it. Okay, so you can see I've changed it, though it's not following the dimension of the one I have there before, but it's all right. So I publish it. No, it would have been a good, design like the one that is talking about admission or whatever. But just to test, that's the way I'm doing this. So when I now open a new tab to assess what I'm doing, so example.shilohmedia.com.ng, which is my site I'm using. So if I scroll down now, you will see the thing there. If anybody click here now, it takes them to the admission portal where they will register. Okay, you can see now it has taken me now to admission portal. You can so as simple as that. So you can use this to advertise, and on any click you have, we are going to be getting paid for it. You're going to be getting paid for it. So, which means that you have a lot of opportunities when by the time you have your site set up, by the time you people use this and they get to our admission site and they register through your link, you are going to be getting payment for it. Are you hearing me now? So when you give people the admission link and they use it, you are going to be getting payment for every form sold through your content sites. I'm telling you now. So I'm going to tell you more about that. But just to tell you that you will start getting opportunity through your content site even as you set it up. So I expect that over this weekend, all of you, especially those of you on this training today, get your site. It's not 2,000 naira. Get your site. I mean your hosting. If you want to get your domain name, get your domain name, and then you get the content, and then you start customizing it for yourself. So you can see this place too. When you click this social media link, you can create social media links for your, that will link to your personal pages. For example, your Facebook page. If you want to link to Facebook page, you put the link on your Facebook page here. Of course, I expect your facilitator, the content manager, Ms. Deborah, to show how to create pages, Facebook pages, and all of those, and then you learn more about that on how to create a brand, a Facebook page brand, Instagram page brand. So you can link your Instagram here. Okay, you just copy the link of your Instagram page, you put it here so that people can link directly. If you have YouTube, you can link directly there, and so on and so forth. So all of these you'll be able to customize for yourself easily. And then, like this advertisement now, also look at it now. You just go and create 336 by 280, either on canvas. We also have digi design that you'll be introduced to. Then you will create it and put it here. So you can have somebody, you can have Coca-Cola, you can have MTN, you can advertise them here and be collecting money from them. That is the implication. So all of these you will be able to do. Then when you are done with that, you always click publish. Let me change this one. Let me change it to https www.calebuniversity.edu.ng. So I want to repeat again that this your content site, we are going to be grading it. You are going to develop it. You are going to pay for your hosting just 2,000 naira. Just 2,000 naira, of course. That will just make you to have it, and of course, it's monthly anyway. And by the time you start using it for business, you will see that it's a laudable system for yourself. Then you will also use it to advertise the current admission. So, and you'll be using it, you'll be posting it on your social media platform, and as many people that use your content site to apply on our admission sites and get themselves, settled for admission this year. For every admission click that is done, you will be paid for it. I will not tell you the amount now because it is not in my power now to tell you, but you'll be paid for every admission click that is done. So that is that about that. So after you have done all of the things, you need to click publish. Okay, and then that is done. Now, before I go, let me quickly just show you one more thing. Don't forget all of this. I can change this background. I can change this background. Let me go back there. I can change this background. This is the background of Caleb, but I can change it. Let me go back to customize. Okay. Then I come to themes option. No, not here. I think I will have that one about main banner. No. Okay. Just give me a moment. Let me check. Okay, header image. It's header image. So I can change it. If I don't want this one, I can um, I can change it to anyone I like. Let me change it to. Let me upload another picture to use for it. Which one should I use now? Okay, let me use this one. So you can always customize the way you like. That's the essence of what I'm showing you now. So I can have this like this. Then I say crop image, and it shows. Wow. So you can see. So you can always use it also as a means of advertisement. You can collect advertisement from any business, maybe from any product, and put product there. Oh my God. You see, what we are doing, this stage we are in our training is very important. I know you will not miss the opportunity to brand yourself, that even after your graduation now you have something that is driving you. Oh my God. And let me quickly also say that after, by the time you create this your site, you will still be you will still be making money through it, through admission forms that I said earlier. This period is not meant to talk about it now. I will still talk about it later on, when everything is set. But you need to set up your content site first. And so let me go back to the steps. The first step is that you are going to get your personal domain name. Okay, if you want a personalized domain name, of course, the video you are going to watch today will talk more about it. When you get your personal domain name, that's what the hosting company will use to prepare your content. But if you don't want to get a personal domain name, you can also get a subdomain at no cost, at no extra cost. And I've explained that. Then you will need to pay for your hosting, okay, which is just, of course, there are different plans here. We have 2,000 naira plan, we have 4,000 naira plan, 6,000 naira plan for Shiloh Media. There are other companies that we are partnering with too, that they are going to give you at their own price. But though it will not be, but it will not be as the cheapest will not be more than 2,000 for all. So you pay for that 2,000 naira plan, then you'll be able to get your personalized sites. You'll be able to get your personalized site. And of course, I've shown us the other time, and I'm going to show you again. You get your personalized site with the login. Okay, you get personalized site with the login that you can use to customize. And I've shown you how to customize. We are still going to be talking more about it. We are going to assist you. You change your logo, you change the background, advertisement you want to do. And I said you can use it to publicize the current admission status of Caleb University, through which by the time anybody visits your blog or your content site and they click and takes them to the admission page where they will register and apply for admission, pay online, apply for admission, which means that you don't really need to be sharing form, the physical form. Just give them the link. They pay through this link. We call it affiliate anyway, if you want to call it affiliate. We are going to make you part of the affiliate system on this admission portal, through which everyone that uses your link to pay, okay, for admission here, you'll be getting a good amount of money, all right, to your account automatically. So that's what this is all about. So let me go back here. So with this now, you'll be able to also customize and get all of this done. So when you have done that, another thing you will need to do, which I've not spoken about, is your blog, your posts, which by the grace of God, Miss Deborah will be talking more about. But how do I do that? Just to show you, I come to the back end and I come to post. I click on all posts. Okay, you see the post here. So I can delete all of this. Of course, if I delete all of this now, it means that let me delete them first. You will see that every of the posts I have at the front will go. Let me delete all. Let me delete all of them. I'm moving them to trash. So with this now, I've deleted all the posts because they are just demo. They are just demo. So you can see here now, there is no post again. Everything is empty now. So I will now start posting. Okay. So if I come back here, I will click add new posts. Okay. Let me just post one of the news that was posted on Caleb University today. Or let me go to Shiloh Media. Shiloh.media. Shiloh.media website. Oh, sorry. I think I didn't type it well. Shiloh.media. Okay. On Shiloh.media, you can always get news to use, content to post on Shiloh Media. We give you direct license to repost our news. So you are free to come to Shiloh Media, collect news, and use it, customize it for yourself. So let me just come here, copy this work from Shiloh Media. Okay, this news from Shiloh. Don't worry, you are not plagiarizing by copying our news. That isn't why you are part of the system. You are part of the company. So you are part of Shiloh Media. So if you copy it, we'll not see that as plagiarism. So, oh, I need to edit this. Oh, yeah. Okay, for now, let me just leave this. Just since what I just need is just to show you. It will need me to edit, but I don't have that time for now. So let me just copy the topic. You can always customize. Don't worry. Like I said earlier, you'll be taught on how to create news, brand, how to customize and do all of this. Ms. Deborah will be teaching you that. So let me get a picture. To use. Let me use this one. This one is small. It's not good enough. Okay, I think this one will be better. So I save it. Like I said earlier, there will be a video that will help you learn more about all that I'm showing you. So this one is just a preamble, or just to show something about what we want you to know about. Okay. So I click here and I go to the picture and I open it. Then I click it. Then I publish. So if I go back now to my home page, don't forget that all the news I've deleted. If I go back to my home page and I refresh it, you will see that news is already there. Now look at it. It's already there now. It's already there now. So don't worry, like I said, the training on how to do all of this will be showing you. Okay, so you can see this is beautiful. So this is how your site will look like. Of course, it will look better than each other, and based on how you have customized. You can change the color, you can change all of this. Don't worry, you will be taught on all of this later on. So I don't know if you have questions. Let me stop here and you ask your question, and we call it a day. Question, please. You have questions? Question, please. If you have question, um, you can raise up your hand if you have questions. Questions. Hello, question time. You can raise your hand if you have questions. You'll be allowed. Or does that mean that everything we have done is clear? Akindele Samuel Opeoluwa. Can you unmute and let me hear you? Akindele Samuel Opeoluwa. Akindele Samuel Opeoluwa. Are you there? Aderi. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Akindele Samuel.
No, sir. No, sir. I said I don't have a question.
Is it clear that we have done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, Aderi Bigbe Ayomide. Aderi Bigbe Ayomide. Ikulawisi Iyanu Rachel. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Akindele Oladamola Favor. All right, so since you don't have any question, like I said, it is important for you. Number one, you will need to get your domain name if you want to have that brand of a full branding. If you don't want that, you can just pay for your hosting, your content hosting, which is around 2,000 naira. Then get your content system built on WordPress. You will see the theme is already there. Then you'll be able to customize. Like I said earlier, one of the things you are going to be using it for is also business of driving admission. Okay, and like I said, anyone that uses your site to pay on Caleb site, you'll be getting a good amount of money. All right, thank you so much. I don't know, Miss Deborah, can we hear you? Miss Deborah, Miss Deborah, can we hear you? Can we have you now? Miss Deborah, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Do you have any other thing to say?
Yes, I think no, no, not really. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you for this session. So, the first video is available on their portal already. An introduction to personal branding as it is. Over the weekend, Monday thereabouts, they'll be having the other videos as you have rightly said, sir. So they should continue with the introduction, and of course, they should keep up the pace. We know time is not on our side, and I'd already begged them in the video that as much as possible, they should take this serious because it's actually important. So that's all I have to say, sir. Thank you so
Okay, but
much.
the one I took them through now, which is getting their domain name or subdomain and paying for their content sites.
Yes,
They
that will be available as soon as possible too, sir.
Okay, so that they will know what to do. But those who are here, as many who want to
Yes,
start
yes.
that, can chat up with you for assistance, not so that they will not be waiting.
Definitely.
Uh-huh. So they can chat up with
Yes,
you
by God's
for
will.
assistance on either on the social media managers group or multimedia specialist group. You can also chat up with Miss Evelyn or any of the admin there for urgent assistance. So if you want your own site now, which I will employ you to do, it's as simple as going to shilohmedia.com.ng and you do the needful. But if you need help or assistance, we can always give to you necessary assistance by contacting any of the admin on your group. So thank you so much. We'll be expecting quick response from you for you to have all that you need to move on to the next stage. Thank you. God bless you. See you next time. Bye bye.